Let me make it very clear. I have a fondness for Ed Miliband, which I've retained really ever since Oxford, and his slightly professorial air, his stubborn earnestness, his curious ability to make to make jam making sound like statecraft. But affection doesn't excuse folly, and what we are witnessing is folly in spades. Miliband has decided to play the role of Britain's green messiah, promising salvation through net zero by 2030. In principle, that's not madness, cleaner energy, greater resilience, a chance to lead rather than trail. The problem is the execution, and net zero has become less a strategy than a crusade, one pursued at breakneck speed while ignoring the collateral damage. Part of that is the nature of our electoral cycle, and instead of thinking in terms of the next general election, we need to think on a longer basis. The Warm Homes discount is emblematic, 6 million benefit, but the cost is transferred on to millions more, especially pensioners on fixed incomes who cannot simply electrify their lifestyle or install solar panels. Bills rise while trust in the system collapses. There are huge risks. Paying wind farms not to generate while firing up gas plants to cover the gaps is an absurdity that makes a mockery of both cheap renewables and energy security. The grid, the electricity grid, the power grid that we've got is not stable. Global gas prices are falling, yet household bills are rising. The explanation, policy costs, will be read by the public as Ed Miliband's vanity project. This is the price paradox that is presented. And for every family receiving £150 off, another will notice that their bills are rising and wonder why the middle classes are always footing the bill for Labour's ideological enthusiasms. There will be political backlash. Britain could move more carefully. There are other options. It could invest in grid capacity and storage before unleashing more turbines. It could maintain a pragmatic balance with North Sea oil and gas while nuclear comes online. It could focus on insulation and small-scale energy efficiency, which would deliver immediate returns without the drama. This is not to abandon net zero, but to achieve it without impoverishing ordinary people. Wilson promised nuclear, Blair promised wind, Cameron promised green jobs, each fell short. Miliband risks adding his name to the list of noble failures. If Miliband's obsession with speed leads to spiralling bills, Labour's wider project risks unravelling. Energy policy only works when it aligns ecological ambition with social consent, and without that it becomes what it looks like today, a sermon delivered at someone else's expense.